Hi everybody, Yarn Fairy here, and I bring you yarn. Lots of yarn. Okay, basically what I'm going to talk about is our new bases that we've brought in for 2021. This crazy, amazing luxury yarns that I brought in from all over the world. But, well, yeah, let's start with him. This is a 50-50 cotton silk, and when I first looked at it, I was like, what? Why would they put silk in with cotton? Now I get it. The hand is just, okay, nowhere near as soft as, say, our very medium 50-50 silk merino, but it definitely has a nice hand. Much nicer than I thought. I thought I was going to be getting in like, twine, which I did, by the way. I got the linen in, and that's a plant, so I can call it twine, right? That one's still setting. I had an interesting time trying to get it to go right. I dyed this in a completely foreign manner. Which is going to give you, it should give you like one color, then another color, until it's making these huge swaths of color through your project. Hopefully that's what it's going to do. Oh my gosh. So it is very soft. If you are allergic to merino and need an alternate base, I don't know what his name is, but he's 50-50 cotton silk. And he is very soft, very scrunchable, very low. You all know about our Surrey. This is Truffles. I just love the name Truffles. Okay, so electric peacock. One last time, you guys. I promise I won't do this again. Ha ha, right. When my hands finally get better and I can knit, I'm probably going to cover myself in the world with this color. Or maybe I'm coloring the world with it now. This is Fairy Deluxe, so this is 150 gram skeins. Isn't it gorgeous? I love this color. And then because I had to dye this one 3 times to get the color in, you lost a lot of the blips. But man, it's just awesome. This is Italian silk, 100% silk. And I brought it in from a different place, and it was very expensive. It's like our most expensive yarn right now. It won't be for long though. 100% cashmere. How's that? Grab ya. Grabbed me pretty good. I was like, wait a minute. I just was worried that maybe nobody would want to, pay for such a high-end yarn. It's not Kiviot, but it's right up there with it. Probably over $50. So, in my recent binge, yarn bender. I'm a yarn bender. That sounds so sci-fi. Okay, so we've got a restock of Yak Minis, Milky Silky. I found this. You can see the shine. Look at that. This is baby camel silk and 50-50 lace weight. I would really love to do a KAL in this, but I wasn't able to get very much of it. I only got like 2 cones, 3 cones, something like that. So either we have to do a really small shawl or get more from another supplier, which is always a thing. Okay. The other thing I got is this bronze. Okay, so silk, silver and gold shot sock. This is bronze shot sock. It's it takes the dye, unfortunately, so you can come away with, if you try for like a black, you'll come away with a solid black and you'll lose the effect. But if you are light-handed with it and do a lot of ecru's and ivory into your colors to make them sort of come back and chic up, then it makes beautiful sense. I would love to paint like a pink tan on this, okay, and then somewhere in here, I found these. They are a 3 or 4 millimeter gold bead. Isn't that awesome? They're metal. So I was thinking it'd be fun to like pair this with the bronze shot. Now that I think of it, I'm probably not going to be able to get that bead on there because it's kind of a fat yarn. We'll figure it out. Anyway, we got that and a donegal sock, which is where they take the yarn and they stuff it with blips of navy, red, and yellow, the primaries, polyamide. So you've got that color can't be, changed by my dyes. So you've got this tweed effect when you do your knitting. Get away from the yarn, child. Talked about the Italian. Slubby, the sled monster. Where is he? I don't have him. Yes, I do. I love this stuff. When I was ordering, I was chatting, and somebody was like, "Oh, you gotta get that. That's awesome." I was so gobsmacked when I first saw it. Let me get it for you in the undyed, and you can tell why I thought what I thought. In its undyed form, it looks like bubbles. See all those little bubbles? Okay, and not real thrilling, okay? But you get it dyed, and you can tell that the bubbles are actually noils, where they've taken the core spun extra fiber around it, and produced a coil. How cool is that? And if these were done by machine, if you're crazy about getting them to go just where you want them to go, then this could do it. Anybody that tries to core spun, hand spun, it's a real pain because you're sitting there going 1, 2, 3, 4, trying to get the noils to sit in the right place at the right time. So, excuse me, Sled Monster made a contest, which, we haven't ever really had contests. We had that one on Ravelry for years, where you had to knit a certain amount of yardage, but it was kind of, cat loves boxes, the same thing all the time. This is different. This is a cowl, and you can have any pattern, any designer. Two hanks of our slubby gets you into the contest, or a slubby and a kid's silk haze, or a surrey. And then you just need to use those yarns in your project. You can make a small thing or a large thing. You want to make a sweater? You can make a sweater. There's so many beautiful designs out there. We were talking about it on Facebook. There's lots of really inspirational patterns that could be used for this contest. And when you win, the person who finishes first, so like I'm going to mail out the yarn all at the same time, and the person who finishes the first item is going to win. What else? Yarn. And then the person who finishes the largest item. So, and it doesn't have to all be made out of sled. You can use, one sled and one kid inside of a sweater, and that meets the requirements. Okay. Sled. I love my sled. I've been dyeing, obviously, and then I have so many more of theirs soaked and waiting for me to finish this so that I can go and get them. I'm so excited. Huge stack of fabric over there for the Haunted Mansion needs to be rinsed. I have all this work. I'm just sitting here going, hurry up. Okay. Yes. Let's talk about pictures. So on Facebook, I requested that somebody tell me what to dye, and the color that came up was aqua. So I pulled these two pictures down. Ah, my alarm's going off. And this is what turned up. You guys were in order. This is the seahorse. I was playing with Italian silk, and it gorgeous. gorgeous. So shiny. I just love this stuff. It's so soft. This is the softest silk I've ever come across. It's the highest end and the best stuff in the world. So there he is, and there he is. Pretty close. I like it. And I think this is going to make an amazing gradient shawl. You just knit off of it, blend it, maybe don't blend it as you wish. The other color, Sea and Space. I took this and made it more brown because I knew that it would turn green. Because blue and yellow makes green. Isn't that pretty? It's got all the colors. This is called Sea and Space, and the other one's Seahorse. Then, so those palettes we're taking from colorpalette.net. Love that place for inspiration. This came about in such an odd way. You see the colors in there? It's really nice. I'm calling this the Blue Gardenia. The design is one large flower with lots and lots and lots and lots of petals. That's all it is. So immediately I thought of a dahlia, because that's what a dahlia is. Lots and lots of petals all over this huge circle. But there were so many dahlias online that I didn't want to call mine the same thing as everybody else did. So I'm calling it the Blue Gardenia. I love gardenias. They're one of my favorite flowers. These are the samples. And as you can see, I did not nail it until I hit this one. And one of my requirements for this guy was to go black. If I put this into a kettle next, it will go black. This is 100% silk. I believe it will have the same effect regardless of which base we use. So yeah, need to play a little bit more, but that is so close. And this skein's available if anybody wants it. It's 25 grams of Siren silk, 100% silk. Oh, go back to the basics. Go back to the basics. Okay, so kind of a review, I guess. This is our yak. I think I called it Fairy Yak, but it should be named Elf. I've learned that branding, I needed to brand the company and have it be in my head, you know, this is so-and-so because I called it Elf. And it just helps with naming so much better. Once upon a time we had the Pixie line, and the Pixie was 1,300 yards of lace weight. Doesn't tell me where I got the yarn from. Wow. This guy is not on the label. It's a 65 or so, another 20 or so, and another 15. And it's yak, silk, cashmere. That's why this one's awesome. Oh yeah, it's not on the list. Amazing base though. It is so soft. And it is very warm because it's got the yak in it. That's not right. I'm telling you the wrong thing. You know the danger of doing this is like, I will always tell you the wrong thing. Superwash merino, yak, and silk, 60-20-20. There it is. Okay. And that camel is the 50-50. And so then I have this base in stock and in DK. And I've been doing a lot of dyeing with this stuff lately. It's amazing. For years, I was like so unhappy with what I was coming up with. And it didn't dawn on me that what I'm doing is over dyeing. Finally, I've gotten to the fact that that's all I'm doing. Made it so much easier to dye this stuff. My cat's gonna make a big crash. Here we have, oh, you already saw that. That's the silk cotton. And by the way, some of this stuff's available. Like all of it's available except for the electric peacock. I wish that I had finished this for you. This is linen, crunchy munchy, wanna stand up in the corner linen. See that? It's like, whoa. But I thought I was gonna have this horrible time trying to get it to take dye. As y'all know, red, turquoise, black, sometimes emerald are the pits, and they're really hard to set. So here he is, all dyed up and ready to go. He's still running a little bit, so I'm probably gonna, no, not probably, I am gonna reset him again. Setting for this type of yarn is not through heat, but through time. So it's bothersome in that it can take a really long time. Okay. One of my suppliers, I have not been giving me what's the right word? My SLE is coming back. The proper amount of love to. How's that? So as you know, I recently got in a bunch of bases because they had minis and could support my need for all these minis. This is their sock. All of their merinos are 17.5 microns. 17.5 is like unheard of in the USA. I don't see those low numbers. Best I've ever seen is like 19. It gets dry. That's the end. 17.5 micron is really amazing. Most everything is 21.5. And there's a lot in between there. So this stuff feels like cashmere. Can't say silk because silk is slickery, but this is so soft. All of their yarns are made out of the same thing. So we have bamboo. We have, the bamboo is 65% of the 17.5 micron merino, 20% bamboo, and 15% silk. The cashmere is 80-20 merino cashmere, and the sock is, the sock is 85-15 nylon. So this is the cashmere, and you can kind of tell it's got a bit of a halo, which makes it really nice to knit with, and your finished product really fine. This one has a smidgen halo. I don't know, I guess maybe it's because of how fine it is. This one definitely has the better hand out of the two. This is good for me too, because then I get to, if I ever don't label something before it goes into the dye pots, it's almost impossible to figure out what it is. So I've been labeling everything. Here's the bamboo. You can tell because it's got all that shine. Yep, there it is. See how shiny it is? It's nice and slick too, like silk. Poor man's silk? Dunno. And that's the cashmere. Wow. It is just so soft. Okay, so you remember I said something about bringing in the most expensive yarn? I haven't done it yet. These are 55%, 45% cashmere and silk. And this is just so amazing. It is soft and warm and shiny and just beautiful. And it takes dye like nobody's business. We have two different sizes in stock. This is the super fine. I'm gonna mess up the numbers, so I'm not gonna give them to you. I put the wrong numbers on the outside of the package. Look at that. This is the super fine. And this is 228, which is what? 1,300 yards per 100 grams, I think. Not positive on that. We'll have to get back to you. So, sorry about all the crinkling, but I had to share, all this lovely stuff. I couldn't not share. Did you guys know that we make project bags? We started making them at about the time of Outlander and had a request for something that would match Crystal Blue Persuasion mist color with pink in it. So I just love this. I can't wait until I feel able and have more time to make this. I want to add pink and maybe on the inside and more of the grays on the outside. Smart customer, she asked for that. Oh, here's my notes that I'm supposed to be talking about. Sitting here going, what am I supposed to talk about? Share new colors. I think I did. Seahorse, right? Fiber by the foot. I'm so excited, you guys. So the only thing I have so far for this is these foot-long bags. They're about 4 inches wide, and what I want to do is dye lots of locks, make little buns, and stuff the buns into these bags so that they're either, like a rainbow or every color blue, not every because you can only get so much in the bags, every kind of purple, not just the shades, but you always see shades like light to dark of lilac or, hot pink, whatever. You always see shades. I want to do fiber by the foot, not shades. I have been painting an awful lot, and I've been painting strange things. I say a lot, don't I? That's a terrible habit. Men's sock. Hanky. This was electric peacock. The yellows and turquoises did not get in there so hot, but a V-neck. I've got large men's shirts, and I can't remember if this guy's a medium, and it's tagless. Oh, there's the tag. Wow, it's printed on there. I have no idea what size this is. Actually, I do. It's a large. When you measure it out, you can tell it's a 42-ish. So that got me to thinking, and the project bags customer got me to thinking. I bought tote bags, zipper bags, another tote bag, and then, because I can't get everything right, polyester bags, can't dye polyester. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. More t-shirts, and this really cool, very cute, I think my daughter would look amazing in. It's an asymmetrical boho top made out of rayon, which will dye awesomely. I cannot wait to try these things. And then, so we have pants, ties. Yes, I have men's ties. Silk pocket squares in really like 17 and 11. And last but not least, I found a supply of doggy coats. I can dye any color that we have up there, or any color you can dream up, or any color on colorpalette.net in a doggy tee. This one is their size small, which is supposed to fit up to a size 10-pound dog. I'm thinking it's not going to fit my dog. There's no way he would fit in this. It's nice and stretchy, it's well constructed, and all the seams are finished, which is nice. And it is a breathable cotton knit, which is also very nice. If you want a dog t-shirt, let me know, because I'll just order your size. Jeepers, is that it? I really need to ship the holiday club, you guys. Really, really, really need to ship the holiday club. I went from dyeing scads of minis and not able to keep them in stock to the holiday club and having to dye. You remember me dyeing all that yarn? And then I went into the Haunted Mansion, and we closed down the server. We literally shut it down. There were that many people trying to place orders. So I have fabric all over the place that's in various stages. And I have the needle minder. One of the things is still missing. It's like lost at the City of Industry, wherever the heck that is. And I'm in trouble. Hopefully I'll get here in time so that I can ship those in time for you know, the start date, which is January 1st, right around the corner. I made these awesome scissor fobs, and you can't see it because I'm too far away. It's got a little lobster on one side, lampwork beads, and a larger one on the other side, so you can hang either really large scissors off of it, or you can hang it off of a fat handle, depending on what you want to do. I made all this stuff for the club, scads and scads stuff. I've got really cool stitch markers, little angels, all kinds of stuff. And then I made these little cuties. And if you don't like the stuff you get, you could always use them as gifts. But loads of fun. Loads and loads of fun. I've got all kinds of stuff in there. Oh. Before I forget, I have about 500,000 of these. Okay, so I don't have 500,000. These are check pressed faceted rounds. Look more oval to me. I don't know how they could call them rounds. Clear rainbow 6 mil. If anybody needs some, please see me, because I got a bunch of them. And they're still in their baggies. I have 3 tanks full. It's a lot of beads, you guys. It's a lot of beads. They were from the Lauren necklace. I guess I stocked up at some point, and for some reason I just have a lot of that one bead for Lauren. So I think I'm done. I'm not going to shuffle through these papers one more time. My stack of papers is this big back there. I haven't done die notes for like a week or 2. And yeah, wow, a lot of stuff. Bills are in there. It's scary. I'm bad. Anyway, if you're interested in the project bags, stay tuned for KALs, because those are going to get dyed the color of your yarn. Awesome. We have the best customers. They're just the smartest beings in the world. Have a great holiday, guys.